The ocean was a vast, dark canvas under the pre-dawn sky. A new giant was slicing through the waves of the Pacific, JS Kaga, Japan's newest aircraft carrier. She moved with quiet confidence, her gray hull cutting through the deep blue water. The Kaga was more than steel. She was a statement of Japan's renewed maritime strength. On this September morning, her mission was a training exercise, but the crew felt the weight of history. Below deck, sailors moved with purpose, their faces lit by the glow of screens. Many were on their first major deployment, feeling both pride and nervousness. The Kaga was a floating city, a fortress, and a promise of protection. Each hour at sea deepened the crew's connection to their ship. The commander stood on the bridge, eyes on the horizon, knowing they were not alone. Intelligence confirmed another naval power nearby, an ally, but a formidable one. Today, the Kaga would meet a U.S. Navy carrier strike group. It was a planned drill, but the convergence of two giants brought an electric sense of possibility. The world was watching as a new era for the Japan Maritime Self-Defense Force began. Hundreds of miles away, another giant moved with purpose, the USS Ronald Reagan, a veteran Nimitz-class supercarrier. She sailed at the center of a protective fleet, maintaining a free and open Indo-Pacific. Today's routine included a special rendezvous with their closest regional ally. The Reagan's crew, seasoned and professional, felt a quiet curiosity about this meeting. The JS Kaga symbolized a new chapter for Japan, built on a shared vision of security. American sailors knew a stronger Japanese Navy meant a more stable region. The first sign of the Kaga was a blip on radar, detected by the Reagan's advanced sensors. In the Combat Information Center, analysts confirmed the contact, right on schedule. Every contact is treated as unknown until identified, but the plan was unfolding perfectly. On the Reagan's bridge, "Contact confirmed, sir. It's the Kaga." The two most powerful democracies in the Pacific were about to meet side by side. It was a powerful message to any who might disrupt the peace. The captain gave the order to maintain course. The distance closed. Soon, electronic ghosts would become steel on the horizon. The silent approach would give way to a dramatic meeting of giants. The tension was one of respect, not fear. Imagine two heavyweight champions, friends about to spar. No malice, just awareness of power. As the miles shrank, the air crackled with energy. On the Kaga, young sailors strained to glimpse the American ships. Suddenly, "Ship spotted, starboard bow!" Tiny specks grew into unmistakable warships. The sleek lines of Arleigh Burke-class destroyers appeared first, then the immense USS Ronald Reagan. The approach was a carefully choreographed ballet, precise, deliberate, no room for error. Captains and bridge crews made minor adjustments, aiming for parallel formation. It was a dance of giants, a majestic waltz on the open ocean. Japanese sailors saw not a threat but a mentor and friend. American sailors saw a modern ally ready to share the burden of security. As the two carriers drew alongside, separated by just hundreds of yards, the alliance became tangible. The world's attention was fixed on this powerful display of unity. In that moment, the strategic importance of partnership was clear. The scene was a symphony of sensory overload. The deep hum of carriers and escorts vibrated through the water. Wind whipped across the decks, jet engines roared above. F-35Bs on the Kaga, FA-18s on the Reagan, engines shrieking, decks alive with activity. Aircraft parked in neat rows, yellow-shirted directors guiding jets into position. Radars spun atop the command towers, scanning sea and sky. An aircraft carrier is a mobile airbase, projecting power anywhere in the world. The Reagan could launch a new aircraft every 30 seconds, a symbol of global reach. As the ships sailed together, joint flight operations began. A Super Hornet from the Reagan performed a low pass over the Kaga, wings waggling in greeting. An F-35B from the Kaga lifted vertically, hovering before roaring forward. It was a demonstration of different technologies, a harmonious display of combined power. The two navies showcased their strengths in a symphony of cooperation. Beneath the spectacle, the encounter was deeply human. On the Kaga's bridge, a young officer felt overwhelming pride, serving on her country's first true carrier beside the legendary Reagan. Her nervousness faded, replaced by purpose. On the Reagan, a seasoned chief petty officer watched the Kaga, seeing the future in its modern lines. "They look sharp," he muttered, a rare compliment. Excitement was contagious. Sailors from both ships lined the rails, waving and taking photos. Despite different uniforms and languages, they were all mariners, bound by a life at sea. They understood the challenges and rewards of their profession. In this moment, they were not just allies by treaty, but colleagues. The exercise became a moment of genuine connection. True partnership is built through shared experiences like this. It's forged in the quiet moments of mutual respect between bridge crews. These encounters build trust, not just between governments but between sailors. They learn to anticipate, communicate, and rely on one another. This human element is the heart of the machine. It's what makes alliances real. Why do these navies meet at sea? The purpose goes far beyond a show of force. The main goal, interoperability, ensuring both navies can work together seamlessly. Can a Japanese helicopter land on an American destroyer? Can they share tactical data in real time? These exercises answer those questions, practicing everything from communication to complex drills. The meetings send a powerful message: unity, strength, and commitment to international law. It's deterrence, showing credible power to prevent conflict before it starts. The US Navy shares decades of experience. The Kaga's crew accelerates their learning. The Americans learn from Japan's new F-35Bs and modern carrier design. These encounters build the personal bonds that are the bedrock of the alliance. When sailors train together, they build trust and mutual respect. In a real crisis, there's no time to build relationships. The trust must already be there. These peaceful meetings are an investment in that trust. They ensure the two navies can act as a single, cohesive team. As the sun set, the exercise drew to a close. The two carrier groups prepared to part ways, jets secured, decks quiet, final salutes exchanged, captains wishing each other fair winds. The Kaga turned east, the Reagan continued south. The meeting was over, but its impact would endure. For the Kaga's crew, it was a landmark moment, a test passed on the world stage. For the Reagans, it reaffirmed the strength of their alliances. The ocean felt less vast, knowing a trusted partner stood watch. The peace and prosperity of the world depend on secure sea lanes. No nation can guarantee this alone. Security is a team effort. Encounters like this are the building blocks of collective security. As darkness fell, the fleet sailed on, their alliance strengthened not in a conference room, but on the windswept decks of their ships. Through partnership and shared commitment, the oceans connect us, ensuring a safer future for all.